Alright. What's up? It's Prospector Phil here. Hello. And today, I thought we'd start doing something different. That I've been doing this for a while, but it'd be kind of fun to start doing some urban treasure hunting. And so I thought we'd go through rolls of pennies. And unfortunately, all I could get from my bank was $5 in pennies. I ordered some more. I'm going to be doing another video. I'm basically going to take $100 and go through 4 boxes full of pennies and then just keep rolling it over and keep rolling it over and see what we come up with. Anyway, so when I went into the bank, I asked them if they had any old circulated pennies, possibly something customers had traded in. And it doesn't look like these are ones customers traded in. But I do like that I've got 2 different types of wrappers here, which means these 3 rolls might be a different batch than the rest of the rolls. And I don't see anything on the end. About the best I got here is a 1960s. 67? Yeah, so got copper. Anyway. This video will just be to see if I can find anything in $5 worth of pennies. So I think I'll start over here and just start going through the rolls. And I'll let you know when we find something. So I'll quit yakking and start looking. Okay, I lied. One more quick thing to mention is that these are all hand rolls. They aren't the bank rolls where they have, the machine wrapping on both sides. These have been done by hand. And I kind of like those because sometimes they come out really good. Of course, sometimes they come out really bad too. But I'm kind of thinking that these here might be from the teller's tills. And then I don't know where these came from. But it'll be worth a search. And we'll see. Okay, I lied again. I'm going to talk some more for a second. In the past, when I've looked through rolls, it seems to be I find about 4 or 5 wheat pennies per $10 worth of pennies. And so I'm really hoping I can get 3 wheat pennies. But we'll see. I've got a couple coppers here. Ooh, 61, that one's close. But it's not. And then, of course, I'm going to look for errors and varieties and proof coins and whatnot. But really, my goal here is to get a few wheat pennies and maybe something cool. And like I said, I average 4 or 5 wheat pennies per $10 worth. So we'll see if that average holds up. Well, I'm halfway through already. So far, all I got is a handful of copper pennies. And a few nicer ones from the 70s. This one's pretty nice. The other 2 are kind of so-so. But so far, these rolls haven't been paying off. But at least I got a little bit of copper, and we'll see. I got a 60D here, 1960D. If that was the small date over the large date, that would be a good one. Even though it's in kind of rough shape. But it's not. And not worth a whole lot. So I guess I'll do these 2 and then do the last 3 and we'll see. Well, I'm down to the last 3 rolls. And so far just copper and what I've shown you. I do like to look for the Lincoln Memorial cents. Hold on. Or Lincoln's reading a book on a log. And the reason is right down here, sometimes he's got extra fingers. This one doesn't. And it's also in extremely circulated condition. But I do keep an eye out for this one here. Because you never know when you'll find an error. That's not one. So 3 more rolls. Just a handful of copper. I'll keep going and see. Alright, down to my second to the last roll. And this one got me excited from the get-go. Because I got copper, 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 copper. And these are, most of those look like they're in, 72, 73. And then right down here, look what caught my eye. We found one. So let's see, what is it? Come on, big monies. 1951. Boy, that's got crud on the date too. 51p. Dead comma date. Oh, hey, we found a wheat penny. Yay. Not as many as I was looking for, but that'll work. So these older rolls, or these different rolls, they proved to be a little bit better. We'll put him up here. In the last one, here's what I found. It's nothing special, but they're kind of cool. It's a 2003 D, but they call this a vanishing 3 or a disappearing 3. Because look, where'd the 3 go? So the 3 is just kind of a weak strike. Probably had some grease in the die or something. And that one you can still tell it's there. But depending on the angle, it's definitely, the 3 is a lot weaker than the rest of the date. So that one's, it's not really worth much. I've seen them sell for $1 or $2, but they're really tough to get rid of because, I mean, who really cares? It's not that big of a deal. So I didn't see anything else in here except for a lot of copper. Yeah, here's another one, 1970. Ooh. 70S. We better check that one. I'll pull the copper out and then check the rest of it. And then on to the last roll. Well, let's see. Focus. Is that a large date or a small date? That looks like a large date to me. I don't know, those are always tough to tell. But boy, if it was a small date, if that 7 was high, that would be a really good coin right there. Nope, I think we got the wrong one there. That's too bad, that would have been a really good one. Oh well. I don't know, if you guys can tell better than I can, feel free to shout out and let me know, because those ones always throw me off. The 1970S. Definitely one to set aside and look at really closely under a loupe or magnifying glass, something. Because if you find a good one, it can be worth some decent money. Okay, last one, let's go. Okay, I haven't made it to the last roll yet, because I found something else in the second to last roll. A 92D. This is going to be really hard to tell. Do you see that second 9? Look under the 9. It's got doubling on there. I've found these before. That's all you can see in this, and maybe the D. The 9, the 2, and the D all have doubling. And you can see it right there on the 9. Do you see that? And the D too, right at the bottom of the D, you can just catch a glint of the doubling, but that second 9, boy, that's got a lot of doubling on it. That is really cool. I found these before. I can't find them in a book. I know it's some sort of error, because I have found the 92Ds doubled before, sometimes even more. Yeah, there you go, look. Ooh, that first 9 might have a little doubling on it as well. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. But I always throw the 92s aside anyway, because I always hope right here in America, if that A and that M right there are close together, then you got something super rare. And you're going to have a very happy day. But that's not a big error. It is cool. I like seeing the doubling on them. I mean, when I can get it on the camera like that, that's cool. It's a fun error. Not worth a whole lot. I have sold them in the past for $2, $3. Whoop-de-doo. Sometimes I just keep them until I forget and spend them, but whatever. So let's get to the last roll. Should we do this one live? Maybe we should do this one live. Okay, so that last one had, I think, 9 coppers in it, plus our wheat penny here. So we'll do the last one live. I mean, you can't expect much when you only got $5 in pennies. But these last 3 rolls have had a lot more copper in them. So we might as well. I see some copper there. Anything? I don't know. Copper, copper, copper. Copper 74. There's more copper in there. What's that? There we go. Right there. I got 2. Not my goal, but that looks like copper. What's that one? 77. Well, look. We got 2 wheat pennies. We got anything else? We'll reveal that in a second. I'll look through the dates on these. 81, there's copper. 1980, there's a copper. 79, that's copper. Well, ooh, an 83. That one's zinc. Boy, if you can find one of these on a copper planchette, oh, you're in the money. That's zinc, though. That's not anything. That's coppers. Keep those out of there. Okay, let's check my Wheatie. What's the date? What's the date? Magic number, magic number. Bam. 49S. Yeah, 49S. Yep, 49S. So that, yeah. I mean, it's still dead common. It's actually just slightly better than the other 40s or some of the other 40s, but no, I'll take it. I'll take it. That's 2 Wheaties. Look. Got 2 Wheaties, got a couple nice ones. Got a 2003 with the disappearing 3, which I'll probably just spend that. And then got a pile of copper. Was that copper? Nope. Alright, well, stay tuned. We'll go over the final here and show you what I came out with for $5 in pennies. Alright, awesome. Look, so I got 60s, 70s, 80s. I got a couple nicer 70s, and actually this 78 here, that's not quite nice enough, so put him back. But that one, 73D, yeah, ooh, I didn't see that. Dang it, looks so much better on this side. Well, whatever. Anyway, so I got what? 10, 11 from the 60s, 28, 29, 30 from the 70s, and then 23 from the 80s, plus 2 Wheaties. That's not as much as I wanted, but hey, for $5 in random change, I can't complain one bit. And you know, that 49S, I might actually need that. That's not a bad coin right there. The 2003D with the disappearing 3. Big. Now you don't see it. Now you see it. I don't care. Nobody really cares about that one. Who cares? I'll just cash that one in. But the 92D, this is one of the better double dies that I've seen on the date. See if I can show you again. Beep, beep, beep. No, it don't want to show you. Come on, focus. Well, anyway, you saw the doubling before. Now you can kind of see it. Don't want to show up as good now. On the D and that second 9 especially. Yeah, there we go. That's one of the better doubled dates for this year that I've seen. And it's not super fancy, but you could see that first 9 too. The first 9, the second 9. And you can't see the 2. The 2 does have a little bit of doubling on it. And then the mint mark as well. Right down on the right hand bottom edge of the D. So I'll keep that one. That one's cool. And it's in decent shape. And then, of course, oh man, I always get really excited when I find the 70 San Francisco. Because it's hard to tell whether it's a small date or a large date. People say just look at the 7. And I'm pretty sure that one's the wrong one. And I'm pretty sure that one is the large date, which is the least expensive one. You want the small date. And it's weird because the large date has a low 7 and the small date has a high 7. That looks like a low 7 to me. Big difference in price, but those always get me excited. So, hey, that's actually another piece of copper. Whoop-de-doo. And 2 Wheaties. Yay. I always like finding the Wheaties. Especially when it's only $5 worth of pennies. So those are awesome. Yeah, that's totally cool. I love it. Found a few 1983s. I weighed them up just to see if they were copper. And they're not. But here's hoping maybe someday, right? And so let's see, how many did I get? I got 33, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 49, 59. What? 69? I got 69 copper pennies out of 500? Wow, that's like really good odds, and that's such an awesome number too. Oh wait, no, that stacks short. That's only 8, 9, 10. There we go. So I got 30, 50, 60, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 67. Well, dang it, that's not nearly as cool as 69, but 67 copper pennies with 2 Wheaties out of 500 pennies. That's well over 10%. What's that? That's got to be like 12 or 13% in copper, which is a way higher copper percentage than I normally find. Usually I find, maybe 8%, maybe up to 10% copper out of the total. I can't complain. So that was my quick little $5 penny search, and next time I'm going to start getting some boxes. Ordered several boxes, and we'll do some more. We'll go through some more pennies and see what else we can find. And stay tuned. Thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it. Thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure to subscribe for more.